Okay, guys, thank you for your attention. So, today we're going to learn about public speaking is. So, do you know about public speaking? So, let's get this thing started. What is the public speaking? Public speaking is the process of communicating information to an audience. It's usually done before a large audience, like in school, the workplace, and even our personal lives. The benefits of knowing how to communicate to an audience include sharpening critical thinking and verbal or non-verbal communication skills. Think about the time that you had to stand in front of a bunch of people and tell them something. Maybe it was an oral report in grade school or a proposal at work. After gathering your materials and preparing what to say, you arrive at the podium and start talking. That was the public speaking, and it involves communicating information before a large audience. What makes public speaking different than, say, just talking to a crowd of people is in the way information is conveyed. In public speaking, the information is purposeful and meant to inform, influence, or entertain a group of listeners. There are 5 elements of public speaking, and it basically boils down to who is saying and what, to whom, using what medium, with what effect. In other words, who is the source of the message, what is the message itself, whom is the audience, while the medium is actual delivery method and ending in the effect. Think of the effect as the speaker's intent for the speech. And why do we need to do it? So, you're thinking of time when you had to present something in front of a group, and the only memory you have might be of sweaty palms and knocking knees. There are some very good reasons why you need to know how to do it. Actually, there are so many reasons why everyone should learn how to speak in public forum. Let's check out. Every time you speak in public, it increases your self-confidence. As we become comfortable speaking, we become more comfortable around people. We can reach a large audience in a shorter time than having individual conversations. It's a great way to show how much you know about the subject. You can build a fan base of followers. So, what kind of preparation for it? First, know your audience. Knowing your audience helps you figure out how to adjust your speech and your presentation. Considering your audience aids your decision in what kind of language you use, how long your speech is, and what topics are appropriate. Make sure the experience is enjoyable and the information you provide is useful to your specific audience. Next, familiarize yourself with the environment. Try to visualize your surroundings and how the event will look like the day of. Try to get as much information as possible about where you will be presenting. Check to see if you'll be on stage and if you will have a podium or microphone. But be aware of how you will need to get to the location, especially if it's a larger event. Consider space such as backstage or different constraints you might need to use as a speaker. Prepare materials and supplies beforehand such as water, computer, notebook, and a pen. Outline the main points. Outlining the main points of your speech make your presentation focused and organized. Try to use this main point as the foundation of your speech. Consider outlining your speech with keywords. Keywords are beneficial because they are easy to remember and work well with an outline. You can easily glance at your notes and see specific keywords that help you stay focused. Next, have someone review your speech. Once you have written down your speech, give it to a trusted friend or co-workers that are available during another perspective that can help you identify areas of improvement. Ask them to make notes or changes to help with the flow and content. The next, practice on your own. You have to find how much time you have for your speech. When practicing, make sure to time yourself from start to finish and read the entire speech several times. For the first, feel free to use note cards or script, but once you get comfortable, try using this resource when you forget a line. This can help you make more eye contact with your audience, which helps engage them. Next, incorporate your hands. Using hand gestures to explain points in your speech can be useful. Not only will you better engage with the audience, but using hand gestures can help you remember moments. For example, if you are explaining audiobooks, you might point to your ears. This link between words and movement can help you remember what to say. Next, use a mirror. While practicing on your own, say your speech in front of a mirror. This will allow you to see how you will appear to the audience. You can also more easily integrate hand gestures and facial expressions when you can see what they look like. Next, record yourself practicing. The recording video is as easy as opening an application on your phone. Once you finish, you can look over your recording and analyze your performance. Think about what you did well and what parts you can practice again. Next, rehearse in front of someone. The best way to get comfortable with giving speech is by giving them a smaller audience, even if it's just one other person. Getting used to someone listening and watching you as you speak will help you feel comfortable. At the end of your speech, invite your audience to give feedback on your performance, and then make use of the stage. Especially if you are presenting in front of a large audience, use the space to your advantage by walking slowly throughout the presentation. Slight movements will engage your audience because their eyes naturally follow you. Changing your position will also allow other sections of the audience to see you better. Next, anticipate questions. Most likely, a few audience members will have questions regarding your speech. Think of some items you might receive, then write down answers and practice saying them out loud. Although your speech ends your final point, your presentation continues with answering questions, so you want to be prepared for this portion as well. And the next is prepare your technology. Consider what technology you might be using your speech, such as computer or projector. Think of any digital material you need, such as slideshow or images. Make sure you have these items readily available, updated, and saved for easy access. You can save those files on your desktop to find them quickly. You want to make sure all your technology is working properly so you can seamlessly transition through your presentation. And then set a practice limit. Practicing is extremely beneficial because it allows you to get comfortable with explaining your information out loud. However, over-practicing or memorizing your speech could make you sound disengaged or robotic. Practice enough to feel comfortable enough to only rely on note cards or a short outline when you need them. There are tips for improving your public speaking abilities. First, volunteer to be spokesperson for a club or organization. Many organizations have a communication chair or public relations position. Consider volunteering for some of these positions for additional practice. Next, watch speech online. There are many videos online of people speaking in front of all sides of audience. Watch the speaker and consider what you liked and did not like about their presentation. Try to emulate the people that you enjoy and found well. Next, attend live events. There are many events in which people speak in front of a crowd, like spoken word or theater. Although they might not be entirely the same as what you might do, they often use the same skills. Think of how they capture the audience's attention, how slow they speak, and how well they enunciate. Feel free to take notes while at this event. And the next, interview someone you know. If you know someone skilled at public speaking, they might be willing to meet you, invite them out for coffee, or even ask for a quick phone call to discuss their tips and strategies for speaking at public events. As you see, this is the seminar. Seminar is a lecture to a large audience, and it's usually what you think of when you hear public speaking. Many organizations offer seminars to train a group of professionals on a specific topic. For example, a real estate business could offer a seminar on effective way to stage a home. Many seminars are accompanied by slideshows or other visual presentations. So as you see, there are seminars like this on your picture. So this is the conferences. You can see conferences are gatherings where speakers present to an audience. For example, a technology company could host a conference about recent innovations in the industry. Most conferences often have multiple speakers presenting in different areas of the conference. You can expect a full lineup of speakers over the length of the conference. Usually your audience is made of people who have come to hear you and your panel speak on a particular topic. Your panel consists of people presenting on something related to your topic. At the end of the presentations, there will most likely be a question and answer portion with the audience. Audience members ask questions to you or the whole group about the topics discussed during the panel. Next is about virtual events. Along with the telecommunication, virtual speaking events are becoming more common. In this setting, you will present from your computer rather than standing in front of an audience. However, this does still mean you will have many people listening and watching you. You should present in a professional location and dress accordingly. Well-functioning technology is especially important for this type of event. Next is award ceremonies. Award ceremonies are moments of celebration and accomplishment. At an award ceremony, you might be receiving or giving an award. These events are more formal. If you think or know you're receiving an award, make sure to have your speech prepared and practice. Keep this speech on the shorter end and maintain a humble presence. As you look at in the picture, there are award ceremonies like this. So, what is your greatest fear of speaking? So, please write the comment below here and share at least one tips to overcome that fear. Then give comments to your friend's story and tips. You can say, I have the same story, or that happens to me too, or the tips. You can say the tips work very well, or simply agreeing, I second that. My own fear, for example, is to mispronounce words that I say. But what I usually do to overcome that fear is by rehearsing before I speak before public. But sometimes we can do that, like when we have to deliver an impromptu speech. It's also good to check the pronunciation of some keywords or terms that we are going to use. So thank you. Is there anyone want to ask for questions? Please write the comment below on my video. So enjoy and have a nice day. So is there something you needed? Feel free to ask me. Thank you for your attention and have a nice day and good night. So please enjoy your class too and your life. So feel free to do some public speaking If you have any events of public speaking like that, feel free to practice and ask me if you need my help. Thank you very much.